Hey guys, what's up? This is FullsBulls123 and this is day 51 of our quarantine vlogging challenge. So, as you might have noticed, especially if you don't follow me on Instagram, like at Brian James or whatever, what the fuck happened to my beard? I'm clean shaven now. Well, let's be honest, I got a little bit of 5 o'clock shadow. I don't go full clean shaven, it makes me look like a 12-year-old boy, and I don't want to be talking to Chris Hansen on the 12 o'clock news because I look like fucking jailbait. But like the opposite way, I guess. I don't know. What's the word for that? I don't care. Anyway, guys, I think a week or two ago, I have simonitis, like, oh fuck, and so I can't remember one day or the next. I mentioned that if we go along this far enough, I'm going to show you some rock I found on the side of the road. Weirdly enough, I have an entire collection of rocks I have found on the side of the road. So, let's get into it. A little bit of context. All of these rocks I collected were, I guess, part and parcel. No, sorry. All the rocks I collected were parts, not part and parcel, just part of this, sort of scavenger hunt thing called the West Coast Painted Rock. Something. I don't even know. Pretty much, like, every year, a bunch of people, like, paint rocks, and they'll hide them places. And so if you find a rock, basically, you can either take a photo of it, like, say, hey, I found a rock, that's cool, and then you hide it somewhere else, or you can keep it. I kept about 50% of the rocks that I found, if I liked them, but I would also, definitely put, like, other rocks places. So I found a lot of rocks because I like to explore and, like, I walked around a lot, so I would find a fuck ton. Unlike other bitches who would, like, find maybe one or two, like, I'm good at scavenger hunt, so I found a shit ton. Also included in this bag are a few knickknacks. If you remember any of my room tours that I did, like, when I was living in Coos Bay, you would have seen these. These were on my mantle. And hopefully sometime in the future I can have, like, a little rock garden or something for them again, because I fucking love these things. They're, like, so cute. Maybe I'll put them outside for my little cousin Steven. Who knows when he gets older. So I'm going to shut up now and we can look at the pretty shiny things. Goblin Core, hashtag, whatever. Anyway. So, I apologize for both the shaky cam, the shitty lighting, and everything else that's wrong in the world today. So, let's start first with the two items in this, plastic bag that was not a shiny, pretty painted rock. First, we have this, little toy school bus. I don't remember where I got this. I think it was something that Chris found, and we just had it, in our first, dorm that we, lived together in, because I used to live at Battery Point, but then I moved over to Cape Arago. And you don't know what that is, but pretty much all of the dorm rooms in my college were named after the 13 lighthouses of Oregon, which is actually kind of interesting. So that's just been floating around from here to there forever. Next up is a clay doll. And you're like, wow, is that one of the villagers from Minecraft? No, I'm just shit at making, statues. So this is just a modeler's clay, and I made basically, a clay doll out of it. You can see that it's obviously broken in several pieces. Here is one of the arms, this deformed piece, this deformed flipper, and that's also where all of these specks on my bed are. You're like, Ryan, why did you make this? It looks like trash. And that is because, and I apologize for the motion blur, of that little, let's see if I can zoom in. Yes, that little drawing right there. So, my RST module is, basically this part where, pretty much somebody, does the whole exorcist thing, and she just, floats 5 stories and starts, shooting off, laser balls, or some sort of boss battle bullshit. And, yeah, sorry, spoilers. I'm not going to get into too many details, because like I said, spoilers, and basically I just made, a cute little figurine, which is just one more fan art piece for a D&D session I'm still trying to get together. But I just popped it in there, and honestly, I don't know why I keep this, but I like it. I never, modeled any, thing in clay before. And so I think I did pretty good, as my first attempt went. I can't do faces, but, like I said, it was my first attempt. And let's move on to some more ones. Here is my biggest stone. It says Faith on it. And you can actually see right here if it will focus. It will not. Post pic to Facebook group West Coast Painted Rocks hashtag WCPR. This rock is yours to keep or rehide. Only the biggest ones of these actually had that thing on it. So the other ones, like, they were just implied. You just find a painted rock, you know the rules. And I'm looking to organize these by, I guess, the ones that make the most sense. Okay, yeah. So I'm trying to organize them by, like, prettiest to least prettiest. That makes sense. That's a thing that happens. This one is a Jolly Spoopy Pumpkin. I love it. It's one of my favorite rocks, actually. And you can see this one's also marked WCPR for West Coast Painted Rocks. Next up is this Smiley Strawberry one. And this doesn't have anything on it. It's just a smiley strawberry. And then we have we have another one that is a ladybug rock, actually, as you can see. Well, as you could see before it rolled away. You see faintly, I think it says, let's see, West Coast Painted Rock. This was actually a pretty common design for the painted rocks I found. And I think that's just because I like the shape, and it's fun, and it's cutesy, and all of that. Let's see, then we have a few floral style ones. This one is probably the most, like, technically sound one I've seen. Just has a great design to it. It works really well with the actual color of the rock itself. And it's just one of my favorites. This one has a sort of floral design on it. Very cutesy. They painted both front and back, which I appreciate. And then we get on to more, I guess, abstract or weird ones. I don't know if all of these were exactly part of the West Coast Painted Rocks, or if they were just sort of like handmade stuff that was just different. This one definitely is. It's hallmarked. And this one just says hello on it. And I love that. Like, it's so cutesy. It's great. This one is just painted yellow. And I actually like some of the plainer ones just because they work as a nice backdrop to the rocks, as you can see. I love to, like, arrange these so that you can actually get a sort of interesting, like, design out of it. It's very aesthetic, And we move on to a few more abstract and strange ones. This one just seems to have a sort of water marble tie-dye look to it. And it's not showing up too well on this camera. I'm kind of sad because, like, it's not as focusing as well as I would want it to for the colors. But maybe I can, like, up the vibrancy in post. And then we move on to a bunch of, I'm not really sure what these say. I'm not even sure if these are, like, Latin characters or if they're supposed to mean anything. But the other four in my collection are just, yeah, they're weird. This one has some sort of characters. I believe this is a kanji of some sort, but I'm not sure what it says. If you recognize these characters or know what this says, like, please comment down below. I've always been curious, but I don't know how to, like, look through, like, the 50,000 ideograms of multiple languages, so yeah, I didn't feel like doing that. So if you know what it says, like, tell me in the comments. This one has been chipped or painted over, I can't quite tell. It looks like it says 2x go. Yeah. This one looks to have some sort of date. I think it says June 2018. And I remember finding this one and the other Blackstone a while later than the rest of these. They do the painted rocks every year, but yeah, that one was just sitting on a lamppost. And I thought it was pretty weird. And this one says in the middle, if I'm reading that correctly. So I guess it's like, Joker's to the left of me. Wait, clowns to the left of me, Joker's to the right, and I'm stuck in the middle of a few. And so that's pretty much, like, all of my rock collection. Here we have a cutesy little, like, all of them together. I might actually take a screenshot of that because that looks fun. But yeah, that's my rock collection. I hope you, like, liked looking at them. I don't really remember where I found any of these from, which, yeah, that's kind of sad, but it's always fun to collect these, and I don't know if they do it in Medford, but if they do, I would love to, like, participate, or start it, or even, like, paint my own rocks, because it was, like, one of the funnest things that, like, I actually did in Coos Bay, because I did geocaching, I did a few ARGs like Ingress and Pokemon Go when I was there. And this is probably the funnest type of thing that I did while I was there. Anyway, guys, I hope you liked looking at my sparkly things. And if not, I don't know why you clicked on the video then. That's my god honest truth, like, probably shouldn't have done that, fam. Anyway, yeah, like I said, like, I think it would be really fun to find out if they do the Painted Rock, like, sort of thing here in Medford. But if not, that would be a fun thing to try. If you like the idea of it, I think they have a Facebook page, and you can probably contact them to, like, start yours in your own community. But it was just a fun sort of, like, scavenger hunt thing that, like, I found when I was in Coos Bay. And it's just, like, one of my pretty happy, like, memories / souvenirs of my time there. I always had, like, a lot of fun whenever I found, like, a pretty shiny bauble, and I hid it somewhere else for people. And it was always fun to, like, check back on it and see if anyone found it, too. Because, like, it's exciting to find things like that. It's just this little moment of joy and treasure. So, that is completely the definition of Goblin Core, which I'm not that much of a Tumblr aesthetic person, but it's like, that's a wholesome community. Anyway, guys, I don't get any... I don't remember if I already said it, but just want to thank you for watching me, like, touch on my pretty baubles. And I'm going to be heading out because I got things to do today. I got a bunch of editing to do. And it's going to take me fucking forever, so. Anyway, guys, as always, thank you for watching. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe because that helps to grow my channel. And of course, feel free to share it or, like, talk to your friends about, like, Painted Rocks or whatever. I love that. Really helps me out. So I forgot what I was doing, but yeah. This is False Bulls 1, 2, 3, and I'm signing out.